Okay, so we are looking at, considering this is not a launch, we're getting search terms with a volume that has a click-through rate above X and have at least one purchase for an existing listing. And then taking those, then you are looking at the advertising data for those search terms to make certain decisions. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So there are two things that I'll traditionally blend in. Advertising is one of them. The other one is what's I think it's called Amazon. It used to be Amazon search terms. I think it's top search terms now in search query performance. But you can also pull that over there and get a bunch of your competitors' data. We'll come back to that. But when it comes to search terms and the search term report, I'll take the sponsored product search term report because primarily that'll be somewhere between 70 and 90% of our advertising spend on a product. And what I'll like to do is I'll run a sum ifs formula. Well, first I'll make sure the reports are the same period of time, where I take, say I'm looking at 4 weeks of search query performance, I'll take the exact same date range and get a search term report for that time period. And then
which advertising report are you looking at? Is it the search term, impression share, or just search term?
Just search term report. I mean, maybe we should do search term impression share, but the problem with search term impression share is it's not available in the API. So we've kind of deprioritized it because we want to be able to look at the same thing, whether we're using Excel or we're using software. And so traditionally, we'll use the search term report itself. And what we'll do is we'll use a sum ifs formula to get the search term level impressions, clicks, orders, spend, and sales on that keyword. And then we'll also calculate the PPC click-through rate, PPC conversion rate, and PPCA costs from that so that you can look at all that data on one line of a spreadsheet. It's going to be a long spreadsheet, a long horizontal spreadsheet, but you'll be able to look at everything on one. And that is really, really helpful because then you get to conduct that same analysis that I was just talking about, where I'm like, okay, sort by search term, or sorry, sort by search volume, and then maybe filter for relevancy once again, and just look, am I spending on the right terms? Am I spending on my highest search terms? Am I not spending at all on my highest search terms? And then you can conduct that exact same activity where you filter by spend, high to low, and you can look and say, am I spending on the right terms, or am I putting an outsized amount of spend on this keyword that even if I rank number one, I would only get an additional 20 sales a month from it. And like that's the kind of analysis that you can do with the search term report, combining it with search query performance so that you're able to look and see, hey, am I spending enough money on the things that matter?